So Dandy's World is a mascot horror game like most people probably know. Yet there is little thing scary about it. I mean, sure, you might get a little scared the first time, but after your first run, you'll likely not be scared at all because you kinda know. My first time playing this game, I got a little scared. But ever since then, I have never had that feeling when I play Dandy's World. So I know this game needs to be more scary if it wants to be. So in today's video So let's begin. A big thing that comes into play when making horror games are sound effects. Dandy's World obviously has them. If they didn't, then the game would feel, but most of them are just sound effects when actions are done. And sure, there are some ambient sound effects, but they're not great. For example, here is one of them. It's decent in giving the chills, but it gets old, and you're gonna hear it a lot, especially if you plan on playing the game a lot. So at the end of the day, you won't react when you hear this sound effect. What I think would be a great way to fix this is by making more sound effects and also modify currently existing ones so they fit that. Another thing that would make the game feel more like that is by changing the maps and it would be changed to feel somewhat scary in the way. I don't have any specific changes that I want to mention, but just a suggestion: please delete this specific map. It's so stinky, unsurvivable, and if you get it twisted with, it's the worst map ever. You'd be out of surviving. Bad. But now, anyways, I just recommend changing. A change that I have in mind that could help with this is changing the lightning. Also, the thing with the game which is kids. There's a pretty good chance you'll find out Rip_Luffy little Timmy type player playing it, which is a problem of its own. But it limits how scary the game can be, as any features can increase the game's maturity rating. And since the game is looking for an audience of kids, having the wrong maturity rating could really injure the game's pop. So unless the devs want to keep the game for kids, the game will unthankfully most likely remain the same in horror terms. Now my last suggestion is changing the characters' designs. Currently the characters are very childish. Maybe changing the characters to look more unsettling. Maybe. Know how Cosmo heals players by using his own hearts. I feel like Cosmo could look different the less hearts he has. Though I feel like this should be for every character. Another small thing that could really help the game are jump scares. Like this one. Every Twisted could have their own jump scare. Like Dandy could gobble you up. Shelly could tear you apart. And Shrimpo could be SHI. So yeah, I'd be pretty kid-friendly. Another thing I came up with is visual effects whenever you get hit by a twist effect whenever you're low HP. Something like this. It's a small detail, but can really make a difference. But anyways, that's all I have for today's video. If you have any ideas to bump up this game's horror aspect, make sure to leave down in the comments. Leave a like if you like this video and subscribe for cookies. See you another day.
Skibbity edging and skibbity mud.